Bear Claw here, and what we're doing today is we're making a wrap for the lever on the Winchester 92. You can go out and buy these things, and they're, not too expensive, but you know what? I just like making stuff myself. And what I've done is I've took a piece of skin. It's just buckskin, like this happens to be brain tan, and I've cut myself a nice long strip, probably long enough already. And if you got a smaller piece, if you got a nice long piece, that's great. But if you got just a small piece, you can cut in circles around it on the outside edges until you get the length you need. And that's what I've been doing here. We'll finish that off right there like that. Then you want to go back down it, because if you're cutting in circles, you're going to get loops and such, and you got to go ahead and cut that loose. Cut those, try to get it somewhat square. It doesn't have to be perfectly square, because when you get it wrapped, it's going to all smooth out anyway when you start to wrap it. I've already cut off a lot of it already as I was going along. Just cut off the high points. Here on my back deck doing this. Yep. Okay, that ought to be long enough. We're going to smooth that out a little bit. And what we're going to do on the lever, set this over here out of the way. What we're going to do on the lever is we're going to come in here like this. I don't know how this is going to focus up. Oh, not too bad. Come in here like this. And what we're going to do is you're going to want to just do the bottom is what you're going to do, this part here. Probably come around that far. And what you want to do, this is kind of small, I may need a smaller piece, is you're going to start it like this and leave yourself out enough excess, okay, to where you want it to go. Then you're going to make a loop at one end, like that. And you're going to want to lay it down there nice and flat. So you ain't got a lot more in the background. Nice day out here in October in Illinois. And you're going to want to make a loop like that. Okay? And you're going to come down here on the other end. I probably got way too much. And you're going to start looping it through the lever over that piece, just like this. Okay? You can turn it so it's all nice and smooth, or you can turn it down on the flat end like that. That way you got a nice loop, flat loop. Okay? And you're just going to start wrapping it. And for those of you who are in scouting, this is going to be called an English whip. Or if you're in sailoring, or if you're just like knots, this is an English whip is what we're doing here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you get it over, overlap every wrap. And it's going to be a little tough at the beginning. And you just keep going like it is. Just bring it around. Like I said, I probably got too much. This is a smaller lever than I'm used to. I'm used to the 73s. I got a large lever. Or some of you old boys on the 94s. We've got the big old John Wayne levers. And it's going to help your knuckles. When we get it done, we're trying to do that fast. Fast. Fast shooting with a lever action. It doesn't have to be real pretty either. It's just got to be usable. So you just keep coming down. Keep bringing it through. Make sure I keep it in the shot. Rifle wants to move around a little bit. You can push it up the lever a little bit. Because once you get down here in the bottom, it'll all stay. This is a friend of mine's rifle. I told him since I had it and was working it over for him. We had a little issue with the smaller rounds going through a 92, as we all know. So I brought it home and cleaned it up real good and did some wingy wagging on it and here we are. So I told him before I sent it home to him I'd give it a wrap. All right, now we're down at the bottom here. What we're going to do, we'll take our end, we're going to snake it through that loop. Have to open that up a little bit so I can get it in there. Like I said, this is called an English whip. It's not quite a pure English whip, but it's close enough. You bring it through like that. You want to try to keep it smooth, keep it tight. See? So you get it in there and you get it nice and tight. Then you come up here at the top. I'm trying to show you guys this and hold the camera at the same time. Move this camera a little bit. You come up here at the top. See when you got that little piece that you left out? What you do is you hold it at the top and you give it a nice little pull. What you're trying to do is close that loop. See how that loop closed? Excuse me. See how that loop closed real good like that? That way you get it on there nice and tight. Pull it on there good and tight. Then once you got it clear, you got it all nice and tight, just give it a little trim with your scissors. Same way down here. Trim it right off flush. And there you go. See? Get it up here a little bit closer so you guys can see it. Yep, there it is. You got yourself a nice little lever action deal. Still plenty of room. Come down. Let's get that down there like that. See? That way your knuckles don't bang on it when you're going super fast. Just push it up a little bit. There you go. Anyway, I've done this to pretty much all my rifles and doing it to a friend of mine's also. And that's how you do it. That's how I've done it. Like I said, it's called an English whip. You just wrap it. I've used Braintown, but you can use pretty much any leather you want. And that's all I got. Hey, this is Bear Claw. SAS number 111939. See you guys on the range.